Here's rye to you.
Welcome back to Drinking with Craig and Roger. I'm Craig.
I'm Roger.
I'm pretty excited about this one. You got something very, very interesting here today. This George Dickel collaboration whiskey, which you briefly tried to tell me about, but I was like, I just got to wait for the video to understand this. And we got two things to try it against later, but I'm very interested in this. Tell me, what is in this bottle? What's going on here?
Okay. This is a whiskey produced with a combination of column still produced rye whiskey,
okay,
and 3-chamber distillery.
Now, this 3-chamber still,
yes,
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, and you might not, because you're not 130 years old.
I feel like it.
Before Prohibition, okay, there was an inventory taken of the distilleries in the U.S. And a number of the ones in the East used this 3-chamber still, and the rest of them used a column still.
I am a nerd, and I have a basic understanding of how distillation works, and I'm very curious the story behind this. So I want to hear more. However,
if you're not really interested in this,
yeah,
and you're just sort of interested in what it tastes like,
yeah,
then zoom ahead to whatever's
like
down here.
Minutes. We'll say like 5-6 minutes ahead, and we'll start tasting it. We got to talk about this because I'm very interested. Now let's get technical for just a minute, because I understand how a pot and a column still work, and I'm going to break these down really as simply as I can. Okay, so the way that you make a whiskey, or anything really, but in this case, we're just going to say whiskey. You start with essentially a beer, something that's 6-7% alcohol made from grains.
And it may have, some of the original stuff in it. It may not be just liquid.
Okay, so you start with this on the bottom, then you heat it up inside of this pot still. And as it heats up, the different elements in it, the water, the chemicals, all the different things in it, turn into steam at a different point.
That's correct.
In the temperature. Some things will turn to steam earlier than others. It goes up a pipe and is captured, and then you bend it off and cool it down and reconstitute it into liquid as it comes down. Now, the first things that come off of this pot still, you do not want to drink.
Well, they're pretty rough.
They're rough, okay? And it may be even dangerous. And then, so at a certain point, the different elements have turned, and that's what you really want. And you start capturing it.
Absolutely.
And this is this stuff boiling at the bottom. And then you're capturing it. But then at a certain point, all the good stuff is boiled off, and then you get what they call the tails, right? And you want to stop it at a certain point because they get really funky and weird and, harsh towards the end.
Yes, and this is because there's too much stuff there besides the material that you want.
Yeah.
So what they traditionally do is take these heads and tails, save them, and put them in the next batch.
Yeah,
so
it goes in there, and then
of course
certain elements can...
You have to clean the whole thing out and whatever.
All that.
Now,
that's a batch.
That's a batch.
Now, so a column still works differently how?
Okay, the column still, you kind of filter off all the harsh particles, and then you have what's called a beer.
Now this is, and by the way, a column still is how the bulk of all bourbon and rye whiskey is made on.
Today. Vodka
and everything else. Okay. So yes, it's far more efficient and cheap process.
Because
and it works.
You filter out the hard particles, and then you start pouring it at the very top. And everything comes trickling down, and as the steam rises, it takes more and more of it out, and there's hardly anything collecting at the bottom of it.
Oh.
And so you can just keep going on for 6 months before you clean this out.
Oh, wow.
Or more. Anyway.
Wow.
So that's what's done
in these different chambers, and you can set it. I want it to pull it off at like 150 proof or whatever, 130 proof. This is the level. It's going to come out here, and then the liquid's moving down, the steam's coming up, and when the steam reaches that one point, which would be the strength at what you want it, essentially, it gets pulled out, and it can just keep pulling.
a 3-chamber still.
Yes, this is very weird.
3 pots instead of like 12 or whatever.
It's like 3 pot stills.
Yeah, all lined up.
Okay.
Okay, and from what I've read, it's a wort that goes in there. It's not filtered off, so you've got hard particles. Anyway, so you take your batch, you pour it in the top, and the steam rises, and it comes off, and stuff falls down. And when you're done, you stop. And it's like having a pot still that has 2 pot stills. One, then you do it again. Most whiskey, goes through, that's in a pot still, goes through 2 distillations. One gets it up to about 30, 40 proof, and then the second one gets it up to like 100.
I forgot to mention that. Is that pot still, they then have to take what they pulled from it, put it back in again to get the alcohol higher.
Or into a different pot still. Now, the 3-chamber still is a batch process where you put stuff in the top chamber, and it sort of comes
like a
down.
pot still.
Yeah, okay, it's a pot, like a pot still.
Okay.
But the column still has like 11, 12, 13 chambers, and it just, you put beer in there and it just comes out, and it's continuous, you can keep going.
Or whatever,
so you have to clean out the 3-chamber one, but you don't have to clean out the column still very often. You do, but not very often.
It is super efficient.
Okay, now, after Prohibition, all of the whiskey produced was in column stills in the U.S.
Yeah.
However, the whiskey produced with a 3-chamber system is supposedly heavier and just a better, stronger
more
taste,
of
more,
the flavor,
more.
more
Now,
of
I
the-
don't know that it's ridiculously more, but it's supposed to be heavier.
Do you know how that worked?
Well, I'm interested in the whiskey more, but it's nice to be able to figure out, is there any significant comparison we can make? Now, what we have here is this combination of George Dickel and the Leopold brothers, who have been doing 3-chamber still.
Okay,
But their whiskey is kind of hard to find and is like about $250 a bottle.
Very expensive craft whiskey.
Because,
Leopold brothers,
it's labor intensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is a little bit less expensive.
This is a collaboration.
It's somewhere between maybe $100 to $120.
That's still a lot for a non-age stated rye whiskey.
Yeah, well, it's got to be at least 3-4 years old, whatever.
Oh God, probably it should be more than that.
And Wild Turkey, when I was there, they distill rye whiskey one day a year.
Can you believe you can get 101 rye?
Oh, they never had this stuff. They had 101 bourbon, but now they got 101 rye.
Which is funny.
Well, this is about 100 proof, and this is about 101.
So, because this is 100 proof, so this is a traditional column still variant to try against this.
And another one, which I got because it is pretty well known, is this Sazerac rye. It's 90 proof, so it's a little less intense,
but it's made by Buffalo Trace.
It's made by Buffalo Trace, which produces many different things.
During the pandemic, people were like, Sazerac rye at this store, and everyone would rush out to get it.
Anyway, but almost all the Sazerac whiskey you buy is produced by Buffalo Trace. But if you go to New Orleans, you can go to the Sazerac House.
Sazerac House, I've been there.
And they have a distillery, and they do distill stuff there, but I don't think they distill enough to put it anywhere else besides.
It's a great free thing to do, and you get free taste of booze, and there's a gift shop at the bottom. You might be able to find something interesting from the Buffalo Trace line there at the bottom. Definite must-do in New Orleans. Let's taste them.
All right, which one do we want to start with?
Let's start with the Leopold brothers. Well, it might make the most sense. We'll start classic here with the Sazerac. It's the lowest proof.
Lowest proof.
It's a basic rye.
Well, I wouldn't say basic, but it's pretty good.
In this comparison, it's a basic rye. It smells good.
Oh, it's nice. Slightly
that is nice.
The taste, the body's slightly spicy.
No barrel.
No, it's been aged enough. It's good.
Yeah, it's not harsh at all, but it's also not Doesn't have a ton of age on it. And it's got all the rye characteristics you would look for.
The legs go up to the top. Which for a 90 proof, that's not
I want to see the last thing we drank that you didn't think the legs went up to the top for.
Oh, there've been some 80 and stuff that we...
I want you to start pointing out when the legs don't go to the top.
Okay, I will do that. But anyway, it's very nice. And I think it would
nice.
It would go well in cocktails, but I think you can drink this stuff straight and not be unhappy with it.
You definitely can.
It's good. Good stuff.
I had it at a pretty cool, basically locals type of jazz bar nightclub in New Orleans. And I got to say, when I had it neat by itself, it was a little rough, but I'm loving it right now. Oh. So, you know.
You must, well, things are sometimes relative, so if you had something else just before you had that stuff.
I think I had an IPA right before it.
Oh, well, that would have really messed up your whiskey taste.
It really messed up my whiskey taste. This is pretty nice. Has the rye notes you want, but very tamped down and more mild than many.
Yeah, okay.
Let's try this 101.
101.
Yeah, let's try the 101. Definite lighter color than the others. And we know it's, 5% stronger than the Sazerac.
Well, it's a slightly mellower mellower nose. Slightly to my taste.
It's a brighter, lighter.
No. I think the Sazerac is a little more fresh.
Oh, it's definitely more fresh. And there's more alcohol on the 101.
And the 101 is a little more subdued in its nose.
Sazerac has a little, almost more bready type of smell to me in direct comparison to this Wild Turkey. Yeah. But Wild Turkey is definitely a more astringent nose.
Taste is actually maybe a little less heavy body.
Like I say, I think the Sazerac is a darker, richer body and flavor profile. The 101 rye is lighter, brighter, more brash. I probably would prefer the Sazerac, to be honest.
And it's good because the Sazerac is mine and the Wild Turkey is yours.
That's right.
Anyway.
Although you gave me this a number of years ago.
Well,
I've been sipping on it.
I'm not going to take it back.
I mean,
I can get another one.
That's right.
Anyway, but the legs go up to the top on this one too. Although they've come down now. So
I like the Sazerac more. I do like the Sazerac more.
It's pretty good
I got to say. But I think we've gotten a good feel for your traditional
column still
ryes.
There we go.
Now,
what about this?
This is a combination of two different ryes. The George Dickel is a traditional column still rye that they make.
Yes.
But the Leopold brothers part is the 3-chamber. And yeah.
So what we're thinking here, I'm not sure about the percentage, but it's probably something like about 1/3 Leopold and 2/3.
You think so? Why do you think that?
Because they don't say what it is. It's not 50-50.
I bet it's 50-50.
You think? I don't know. Anyway.
For the price? Because the Dickel rye is not expensive. I think it's got to be more. Let's see what we think.
Whatever. But at any rate, it theoretically has a heavier, more...
It has a darker color.
Yeah, okay.
And let's see what we think. There's only one way to tell.
Well, the nose is more like the 101.
I was thinking maybe a little more like Sazerac. But going between them?
They're very similar.
You're right. A little more like the 101.
Anyway, okay. How about the body?
Yeah, that's where I think the difference is going to be. The rye elements explode out of there.
It's milder in a lot of ways than the Sazerac.
It's smooth.
Sazerac.
For 100 proof, boy, is it smooth. But up front, on the nose, and the very first thing I get is a nice sparkly green herbal rye type of thing. But then, very kind of rich, round body.
Oh, it's nice.
And it has a lingering finish, very pleasant lingering finish.
Oh, wow.
It's a really good one.
And even this late, the legs are still up close to the top of
the nose is so well balanced. Wow, this is good. And this is a neck pour. You know, this thing will probably open up even more in a couple weeks, you know.
You'll have to come visit for that.
Okay, I'm down. Oh, man, my second sip.
Ooh, good stuff.
Significantly better than my first. Wow. I'm getting some fruit flavors in here now. Brown sugar, very bright, fresh, kind of herbal notes and cinnamon.
Oh yeah, very, very little.
This is awesome.
Yeah, very little of the caramel that you taste in a bourbon.
It's still got a little bit, I think.
Oh,
but it's definitely unbourbon-like. It's distinctly rye.
Oh yeah. And of course, it's in the distinctive Dickel barrel bottle, you know, which you know is pretty nice.
It is an interesting one. Yeah.
Okay.
This is definitely better than the other two. The finish alone, wow, really, really good finish. They definitely crammed a lot more flavor into here and very good, refined flavors. I'm impressed. I mean, I should be for the price.
Well, we are not necessarily impressed by how much something costs.
No. I'm saying I should be impressed for that price.
Oh, absolutely.
$85 to $100.
I think it pays back. You know what you have to pay to get it.
It is a step up. This is not a case where we're like, you're fine with this. I mean, yeah, you are okay, but this definitely has significant things about it that are justifying the step up.
In fact, I'm gonna have a little bit more.
Okay, you gave me quite a pour. I'm fine for now, but it's really, actually, I'm taking a sip or a smell of this Sazerac. It smells pretty damn good. It smells very candy bar-esque. Well, there's just nothing there on the finish, but the Sazerac is nice.
Oh, well, I'm afraid what we have to say is
the Dickel's really good.
All three of these are good.
They're good.
And I think the Dickel is a little bit above what you would expect for, a middle class,
I think it's well above these two.
Oh, yeah, but they're all sort of middle class, except this one is well above it. So it's above, the $30, $40 range.
You're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, I think so.
This is pretty
very nice.
Dang good.
It's good.
Wow.
All right.
Man, I'm just enjoying it. What else can I say? I would be pretty interested in trying a Leopold Brothers thing, but I don't know if I would want to drop $200 on a
250 or something like that.
Oh my God, that's
and
brutal.
Drive, all the way to the Midwest to get it.
Because their distribution sucks.
Oh, it's not like this is the only thing I could find, and I had to, I actually had to order that on the internet to get it.
Yeah, that's a rarity.
But so much for that. All three of these are very nice. If you find any of them and you're interested in rye whiskeys, get them and you won't be unhappy.
Yeah.
And if you like what we're saying and what we're doing, then like and subscribe because it helps us to grow. Mm-hmm. If you have any questions, comments, or there's something else you want us to look at, let us know and we'll make an effort to do it if we can.
Yep.
So, until next time.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll start this one.
And I'll interrupt.